Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of the Kiara Nicole Experience. Remember, I said real, I said raw, I said unedited. Here I am coming to you as open and as vulnerable as I know how. Honey, I'm tired. But it's a Effie, I'm tired of all the problems. No, for real though, I'm tired. Okay. Um, I, for one, now believe people when they say that oh, my body aches when the weather changes, when it rains, or when it gets too cold, or when it gets too hot. Baby, I am tired. Okay. This weekend wore me out bad. Okay. I could not leave the bed. I was so drained. I was so tired. Um, I don't know what, why, how, what was taken over, but baby, I was so tired. Okay. I'm a mother. I'm a mom of three children. Okay. My children are very independent. They kind of do their own thing. They know what they want when they want it, how they want it. They can feed themselves. I am grateful to have raised my children to be so independent. But baby, I'm tired. Okay. And they knew I was tired and they understood that I was tired. And um, I mean, we get through it day by day. I'm just so grateful, and I believe that my kids deserve the world, okay? Because they didn't ask for none of this. They didn't ask for my change. They didn't ask for my MS. They didn't ask to be in the situations that we are now. They're not used to this, but my children are adapting very, 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 very well. And for that, I am beyond grateful. But like I said, baby, I'm tired. So I feel you and I hear you if you were tired as well. I'm with you. You got a friend in me. Trust and believe. Okay, but now that I got that off my chest, now we can get into today's episode. Today's episode, I think we're going to talk about how pretty girls struggle too. Okay? Look at this. I'm so weak I could barely open a can, baby. We're going to talk about how pretty girls struggle too. And um when I look at myself, I don't see a 10, baby. I see an 8. But let me get my makeup and my hair done again, okay? Then I'm a baddie with everybody else, okay? I hang in there with the best of them. But I have some really baddie friends, and we've been discussing how pretty girls struggle too. It may not be financially because anything that a pretty girl needs, I'm pretty sure she can get. Okay, it's called pretty privilege, and it definitely is something that exists. However, pretty girls struggle in so many other ways. Pretty girls struggle mentally, physically, financially, um, emotionally. Being pretty is not always a privilege, okay? Being pretty comes with an overwhelming amount of eyes, okay? Just walking down the street, the looks that you get because you're pretty, the amount of DMs that you get can be exhausting on every platform. Imagine waking up every day and somebody lusting after you in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable. Okay, pretty girls struggle with that every day. Um, yes, it has its perks. Yes, you can manipulate that system and use it to the best of your ability, but who wants to do that all the time? If you're a pretty person with different morals and values and a different way of thinking, your pretty privilege isn't always used to be manipulative. That may not be something that you want to do. It may not be something that you want to partake in. And that is completely understandable, or it should be completely understandable, but people don't understand that. A lot of people just assume that, oh, because this person is pretty, they get whatever they want and they can have whatever they want and they do whatever they want, which at times can be true. However, some pretty people be tired. Okay, maybe the topic of today is tired because some pretty people are tired of the constant DMs. Some pretty people are tired of the constant stares. Some pretty people are just tired of having to live up to the standards of society. Has anybody thought about that? Has anybody thought about how being pretty makes you have to be pretty on a regular basis? Okay, pretty people don't get to just come out with no makeup and their hair not done and with a thrown on dress, and they don't get to not be looked at in another light. I've seen posts of celebrities just trying to go to the grocery store, okay? And TMZ or other blogs are taking pictures of them um saying, "Oh, look how bad they look." Just because you caught them on a bad day where they were tired and they just wanted to run out to the store to grab a couple of things, or they just didn't feel like getting pretty. I don't think people understand how long it takes to get your makeup done. Okay. I don't think people understand the process of having to get a dress made and being fitted for it and having to walk around being uncomfortable. I don't think people realize how draining it is to get pretty all the time. Okay. Not everybody's blessed with natural pretty. Like, believe it or not, some people actually suffer from being pretty. Like, it's a thing. Mm, sorry, I needed this little energy boost. But some people are tired. Okay. If you ask any celebrity who's in the spotlight 24/7 how they feel about having to get dressed and put on a face um, every time they leave the house, they will express, I guarantee you, they will express that they are tired of it. That sometimes they just wish they could exist in life and be regular. Sometimes they wish that they can exist and be normal. A lot of people don't realize that toll it takes on people's mental health. Pretty people struggle mentally because it's mentally draining to have to live up to the standard that society has set on you. It's mentally draining to have to be skinny all the time. It's mentally draining to have to watch your figure and watch what you eat and not be seen pigging out on a piece of pizza because now you're going to be called fat, or you're too fat and now you lost weight extra fat. You were too fat and now you lost weight super fast and now you're skinny and people are like, "Oh, you look sick. I liked you better when you were big." What? Like, who set the rules in society of what's pretty and what's not? Imagine a dark skinned person, um, they are pretty to some people, they're not to others. A light skinned person is pretty to some people and not to others. Who A white person is pretty to some and not to others. Indian, a Puerto Rican, a Haitian. Like, there, some people in their mind think, oh, I don't like that particular group of people because they're not pretty to me. Who thinks, like, everybody's entitled to their opinion? Don't get me wrong, but who set the standards in society of what was pretty and what wasn't, or what's not? I think I set my own standards of pretty. Right now, I feel pretty. I do. I don't have on no makeup, no lashes. Honey, my hair, um, pardon the trash truck. My hair is needed to be redone for over a week and a half now. Um, my boobs is saggy, and but I still feel pretty right now. I do. I don't know what it is about my natural beauty to me, but right now I feel gorgeous. If I can get on a camera and not have to use a filter, that's a win for me. That's a mega win for me because I mentally struggle with whether or not I'm pretty on some days. Um, and what the people see in me that's so pretty. I don't know. I've had somebody that hated my guts for real. Um, tell somebody that, oh, she not ugly. I just don't like her. Like, what? Thank you. I don't know if that's I don't know. But in some people's eyes, I am like the most gorgeous person. And to me, all I see is imperfections. I see that my titties sag, and I see that the flab under my arms is getting to look like I make a really good macaroni salad. And to me, sometimes I be like a 6 for real. But for me right now to feel like, oh, I'm a solid 8 right now, naturally beauty is a win for me. But in society, I may walk by and they may think I'm a 2. Somebody may think I'm a 10. Everybody is genuinely entitled to their own opinion, but I want to know who set those standards. Like, who set the pretty standards? What's the difference between pretty and beautiful? And if somebody feels like I'm pretty, what about the mental toll that's going to take on me to become beautiful? Oh, they think I'm pretty, but I really want to be beautiful in their eyes. So maybe I should start doing my makeup more, or maybe I should um, dibble and dabble in something else more. Who knows? Who set those standards? If I'm ugly to somebody, why? Why am I ugly? Imagine the mental toll that it would take on me if I thought that way. Imagine the mental toll that it takes on hundreds and thousands of people in the world when somebody tells them that somebody mentions that they're ugly. Imagine a child. How old is she? She about to be 16. My 16-year-old daughter. If somebody thought she was ugly, I wonder the mental toll that it would take on her. At 16 years old, she's fresh, she's young, she doesn't know who she is totally. But would it make her want to change her hair? Would it make her want to change different things about her? Probably. But nobody thinks about that. Why y'all think people get plastic surgery? Because people have set these standards that they feel like they need to live up to. I know that's why people get plastic surgery because I've thought about it. I've considered, oh, my butt sits too low and I want to go get a BBL because I want my butt to sit high. I don't like the way my arms jiggle, or so I need lipo 360 now, not just a BBL. Oh, but once I get lipo, my skin is still gonna sag. So then I'm gonna need a tummy tuck. Now I just put 3 surgeries on me because of one insecurity. See how quick that spread? I don't think people realize um, the toll that being pretty or to meet standards sets people in a rut. I don't think people realize, like, oh man, I just talked about how I didn't like this about somebody and they heard it, and now they come back a month later and you see that person and that whatever you said about them has changed. Imagine the mental toll that you've placed on that person. Not only mentally, remember I just rambled off 3 surgeries that now I need, so now it's financial. Now I'm going into a financial rut, okay? Because now I got to pay for 3 surgeries because I feel like I'm not good enough because somebody said something about my ass this one time at one moment. And now I have people that think, oh no, your ass is fat when you bent over. I like it like this. You're fine, blah, 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 blah. But in my mind, I'm still stuck on that one person that said, oh, your ass is flat. So that's mental, that's financial. Now I'm sitting up here crying because I had to now go through these surgeries. And now I'm hurting financially, my body, physically, I'm hurting because I done did all this stuff to me. All because that one person said that my ass was flat that one time. People don't realize that. Imagine the mental, the physical, the emotional, the financial strain that you put on people by talking about them. People are rude in the comments. Like, for real, chat, listen. Because people are rude in the comments. Why y'all commenting under somebody's stuff talking about what they done or what they should have done or what they shouldn't have done to themselves? Who gave you the right to say this person look she looked good small, but she should have stayed big. I liked her better when she was big. What? Why would you ever comment that under somebody's post? Nobody's thinking about how that post makes somebody feel. You're not thinking about the work that she put in to lose the weight so that she can feel healthy and secure about herself. And then here you are giving her a complex because now she's like, well, I'm so proud of myself. I lost all this weight and I feel like I look so good, but people are telling me I look better fat. What? That you're giving this person a complex because now she's thinking, oh, should I go eat more? Or why did I do this? People like me better the way I was. So now it's regret that she's feeling. There's so many different emotions that you put somebody through by saying something about someone else. Envision yourself and what you look at in the mirror. And if you like what you see, you know how people say, oh, well, F them. You like what you see. So don't worry about what they say. People can only do that for so long. It's 3,576 comments, okay? And 500 of those are negative. So, yes, I'm reading, oh, yes, sis, I love this. Oh, that was fire. Oh, I love this. You did so good. You look so good. I love this outfit on you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you get all the praises. Yes, bitch. You get all that. But in between there, it's ew. That outfit do not look good on her. Between that, it's I don't like, look at her, whatever. I don't like how this did this. Nobody asked for your fucking opinion. Okay. Do people think of that when they comment under people's stuff or when you whisper something about somebody? Do you think that nobody asked for your fucking opinion? Do you think that you ain't pay for this shit? I did, so I'm gonna wear whatever the fuck I want to wear is an option. Do you think that who gives a fuck because you didn't pay for me to get my makeup done? I did is an option? Because those are the responses that people should reply back to y'all in the comments. I'm being for real. What if people commented back and said, bitch, fuck you. You need to lose weight. I'll send you my trainer. Oh, then they would be wrong, right? Then they would be wrong, right? Then they would be wrong for making you feel the way you made them feel. Remember cause and effect, every action has a reaction. I don't think we remember how um you gotta give positive to get positive. You give what you get, baby. And if you comment under me negative, then your response is negative too. People can only be the bigger person for so long. People can only express um, that they are able to ignore certain things for so long. Yeah, I may be praying that I'm working on my responses to people. I may be praying and trying to get God to understand that, yeah, guy, I'm here for you, babe. But I just want you to get that I'm trying, but I'm just not all the way healed yet. And I just might have to cuss somebody the fuck out. Okay. Pretty people struggle too, in more ways than one. Being pretty does have its perks, don't get me wrong. If I need it, I'm gonna get it and I can have it any way I want it. And that's me who sits at a solid 8. Imagine a bitch that's a 10, honey. I know she can get it how she lives. But that also comes with repercussions because Yes, I might ask you for some money and you might give it to me, but what do you want from me? Yes, I might ask you for some money and you're probably gonna give it to me, but what do I have to do for it? A little suck a little dig, da da that's back, blah blah blah. That's usually what people want. That's usually what men want in return. Women too sometimes, a little licky licky. But is that worth it to most pretty people? Not for real, not really. Remember I told you how people be tired? People be tired of niggas wanting something in return all the time. If you're giving something to me because I'm pretty, I appreciate that. I appreciate you for that. I love this for us. And this is just the transaction that we do. And if I choose to do something in return for you, um, that's a blessing. Okay. Take that as a thank you and my show of appreciation. But it being required is definitely not something that pretty people want to deal with all the time. Because ain't nobody asks you to want to give me money. Ain't nobody asks you to want to buy me a bag. Ain't nobody asks you to give me no jewelry. You chose to do these things. And because you chose to do these things, now you're looking at me like you get something in return. If you fly me out, that don't mean I'm fucking, is what a lot of pretty girls say. If you fly me out, it's because you want to hang out with me. It's because you want us to chill together. Blase, blase, blah. That's usually what most pretty girls say. Whether or not they choose to fuck you while y'all out there is up to them. And that's where a lot of people fall short. They feel like, oh, I flew her out. Um, I'm definitely getting some. A lot of people think that. I mean, some things are gifts, some things are transactional. Pretty girls have to deal with all of these different aspects of things. Imagine pretty girls in relationships. Pretty girls in relationships they struggle with having to reassure their partner, their man, their woman constantly because the pretty girl is getting a whole bunch of DMs and the man is insecure, like, oh, well, who that? And why you respond to that? And pretty girls have to have discernment and when and when not to pick and choose battles because imagine being in a relationship and your DMs are blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. But you